Hey, so I'm standing in front of our YouTube set right now, or sitting rather, with a microphone in my face attached to a battery. Because there's this Doom song, or rather a pair of Doom songs that, or MIDI music that I get way too well. The artist is Tristan Clark, aka Eris Falling, who I did not know about previously before I listened to these songs, and then tried to post them, and then they called me out for not giving them credit. So, yeah. But these two songs, I don't know the names of them, but I know one of them is the TNT Evolution intermission screen, and the other is soon to be Eve Eternity 2's Map 01, but right now is Tangerine Nightmares Map 06. And Tangerine Nightmare is actually named after my favorite music band, Tangerine Dream. They're German and kind of a niche, but anyway. I really like listening to MIDI music, and it's rare that I find something that I find a piece of that I not only can absolutely love the hell out of, no pun intended, because it's Doom music, but that I can actually relate to. I'd expect it similar to be what Mount Pain 27 experienced when he first played the Mucus Flow from Community Chest or Community Chest 2, whichever one it was, and found the music extremely head heavy, I guess, I don't know, ear heavy. Like, he would just play it on and on and on in his mind, and associate it with things in his life that weren't going quite right. And, I associate these two songs with things going right and things going wrong. Because the TNT Evolution intermission music, these are both by the same artist, by the way, is so energetic in a calming sort of way, and it builds and builds and builds. It's like progress. It's a perfect mix of every single thing I like about music mixed into a Doom MIDI. And like 5% of people are actually going to hear it, and like 2% of people are going to hear it in its entirety, because no one stops at the intermission menu to listen to the music. I mean, why put an absolutely incredible MIDI in there? And why say inside the MIDI file itself that it's gay? It just doesn't make any sense. But I love it. Not the gay part, no homo, but the expression of feelings. Okay, this is getting pretty gay, to be honest. No, the expression of feelings inside these two pieces of music, two pieces of art. This is what I'd call art. This is not just music anymore. This is actual art that has someone's heart and soul being poured into it. And if you do care about that kind of thing, I really do suggest you toss Tristan Clark a few bucks here and there to support that, because when you see it, you gotta support that. And it's just these two pieces, they stand out against every other MIDI I've heard. Every other MIDI compared to these two is half as good. These are by far my two favorite MIDIs. The first, obviously, being the TNT intermission track, or the TNT Revolution intermission track, and I think it's called the Infinite Labyrinth is the other one. Tangerine Nightmares Map 06. which is now just gonna be known as the Eternity 2 Map 01 music. But anyway, apparently that was composed in 2017, and so was my other favorite MIDI. My favorite MIDI, actually, that was probably composed in earlier that year in 2017. And I remember exactly what I was doing in 2017. I was being an asshole online because I was 14 and I didn't know what I was doing. So there you go. But that's kind of a tangent. Tangerine tangent. Anyway, so yeah, it almost feels like I know the person that composed it because of how much feeling is put into the music. Like, these tracks are literally perfect. I don't think I would have changed a thing. I love how bassy, how just overly bassy the main sequences in the Infinite Labyrinth. I love the pause in the middle where it changes to like whatever it's called. It makes it so that like the sequence drops out from like of the pianos, and all you hear is the like a slow rush of strings. That's amazing, and it reminds me of a Minecraft mod, actually a Minecraft song that had just been slowed down and someone stuck it in their mod, and that would play during gameplay, and it severely reminds me of that. And that's awesome because I had a lot of feelings for that one too. If it seems like I'm rambling or tired or whatever, it's because I am. I took my sleep medication hours and hours ago, and right now it's like 3 a.m. or something. I don't know. This iPad's not charged. I don't know what time it is, but it's definitely well past 3 a.m. And I was recording a couple 7 phases, which I think I'm gonna start calling them something different now. I think I'm gonna like list the different playbacks or phases or whatever in the actual title instead of just calling it a 7 phase, because who the hell actually knows what a 7 phase is? I'd rather have people know what they're clicking on, and saying 7 phase doesn't really do that. And the thumbnail doesn't really help much either. They'd actually have to look at the time, the duration of the video, or the freaking whatever it's called. The fact that each like some videos have slightly different thumbnails and others don't, like that have that YouTube picked the ADL for one thumbnail and then Fluid Synth for another and Gus for the next, and yeah. So I'm probably going to end up changing that for this particular video. Of course, this is going to be at the end of the Tangerine Nightmare Map 06 one. I might just put this in there unedited. I don't really like doing that, and I don't really like putting these kind of videos, these kind of like full motion craps that isn't just text on a screen, on a black screen in a video, because that bumps up the video file size and playback requirements and all that crap. Because yeah, you could probably play the 4K version of this video on a 2011 MacBook Air if you really needed to, if it didn't include this part of the video. I mean, you probably won't be able to play this part of the video on that, but yeah. Decoding a 4K 60 video that's just a text on a screen, on a black screen, is really easy, but decoding this 4K 60 video, which is actually shooting at 4K 60, it's probably much harder. I can actually see what is happening because I have a little screen right here. And yeah, it's running off an old camcorder battery. Look at that. Oh, I just killed it. Yeah, these don't like doing the thing. It's not recording anymore. What the fuck? Okay, there it goes. For those who don't know, I do a lot of other stuff. I even make music of my own, so I'm not just judging or I'm not even just posting other people's content. I post my own as well. The drum video that was probably posted a couple days ago or a few days ago, I was actually drumming that, and I had 2 microphones pointed down in different directions, and I was changing them as I was recording. Doesn't sound very good, partly because I abused my drum kit, and partly because the drum kit I abused is $300, and most of them cost several $1,000s, the good ones at least. Eventually, I'm going to get out with my friend Tommy Shea and buy me an actual good drum kit that isn't from Amazon. And that will sound better, and it will sustain use much longer than these did. And the cymbal is literally bent the other way than it's supposed to be bent. It's supposed to be bent inward, now it's bent outward because of how hard that I hit it when I was playing the drums. So I could tell you how hectic and bad or good I am at it, I guess. So yeah. So that's a thing. But yeah, back to the music. I feel a great attachment to these 2 Tristan Clark music art pieces. They convey so much feeling. It's insane. And it's like, I think they both made me cry when I first heard them. And TNT and the TNT one gives me chills every time you get the like every time the guitar is to like its highest peak, and then you got the strings doing the same in the background at full volume. It's just, oh my god, you really just have to hear it on a good sound system. We have multiple in this house. Pretty much, I don't think we allow ourselves to not have a good sound system. We have to force ourselves to do that. For example, sometimes I'll just listen on this 2007 iMac, which is actually pretty good. But it definitely doesn't compare to the 2 home theaters we technically have. The second one does have like all the theater seating and stuff that you'd expect from like a normal theater, except it's just in your home. So it literally looks like a movie theater, but in a basement. Except it doesn't look like a basement. It has theater carpeting, theater leather seating, and lighting under the, I think it's called marquee lighting. It also has like dim lighting on the sides, with the cool gradient light facing up and everything. And then there's some overhead lights, and it's a home theater 7.2.6 system. If you know what that is, great. If you don't, it's cool as well. I'm not going to explain it, but it's just insane surround sound is what that means. The one behind me, well, diagonally behind me to my left is a 5.1 sound system. So it has 3 speakers in the front, so it's the 2 stereo speakers and the one in the middle, which is the center channel. And it has 2 stereo speakers in the back behind me, or behind the listener or watcher or whatever. Those are the surround speakers, and then so there's 5 speakers, but the .1, that's actually the subwoofer, which is actually off to the side, and it has 3 drivers in it, so it might be a 7.3 system, but it's really not. It's really 7.1, and no, I mean 5.3, but it's technically just still 5.1. So yeah, and if we had speakers, if we had 2 more speakers, not only behind us but on our sides, it would be a 7.1 system. And if we had like speakers above our heads, that would be a 7.1.2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 system, depending on how many speakers were above us. So yeah, Uh, yeah, I don't even know where the hell I'm gonna put this. I don't know how I'm gonna put it, unedited or not, or if I'm gonna throw all this out. I have no idea. I just really needed to get my feelings out. Because if I don't, I'll do it some other way, and I don't want to piss someone off. So, yeah. Just counting down the months until I can really, until I can. I'm just counting down the months until I said that I would release the Eternity 2 midis. I told them I would either release it, start releasing them in 6 months and when the project is finished, or in 6 months after the project is finished. So because it's in beta, they don't want me posting it yet, so I'm gonna respect that. And I'm gonna start posting them in 6 months if they've finished the game, and then if they haven't, I'll just wait more until they do after the 6-month period is up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is Demonized Soundtracks, and thank you for watching the 3 a.m. rant. I just went on for no reason, and see you all in the next 7 phase. Have a great rest of your morning. See ya. Brerb.